I couldn't really find a convenient time to film this video other than right now while I'm waiting for my takeout in my car. So I'm just going to discuss this right now because some people just never got the info on this, or you know what big media does when it comes to EVs. Big media is going to do big media and find the biggest headline possible. Oh my gosh, CyberTruck blew up at the Trump Tower. My goodness gracious, there is so much nuance to that. And so with that, let's actually discuss the whole thing, because if you followed big media, they didn't really do a good job explaining what the heck happened that day. So let's talk about it. So, in case you've been living under a rock, basically what happened on the 1st of January this year, 2025, sadly, a terrorist attack had happened at the Trump Tower where some terrorists decided, let's load up a Cybertruck full of explosives, which, by the way, that was the source of the detonation, not the battery pack. And yeah, a terrorist loaded up a bunch of explosives in the bed of the Cybertruck and detonated them right by the Trump Tower. To say, I guess he hates Trump, death to Elon, something like that, because again, a lot of people hate Elon right now for slightly obvious reasons. And so that was probably the significance of the terrorist attack. That was what they were trying to get at. However, thankfully, to some extent, it ended in a pretty bad disaster for the terrorist himself. Basically, nobody got hurt. The building was fine. And while, yeah, the Cybertruck was eventually engulfed in flames, the funny thing was it never actually reached the battery pack. Everybody knows that when it comes to EV fires, those fires are really hard to put out. Now, I should point out again that an EV combusting in the first place is very rare, so much rare in fact your combustion car is like 30 times more likely to combust than an electric car. And because I'm in a hybrid right now, hybrids are actually even more likely to combust than combustion or electric vehicles. So technically I'm in an even bigger fire hazard right now. However, despite that, while the likelihood of an electric car fire, it's very low, not likely to happen at all, there is still the possibility that it may happen. And unfortunately, when it does happen, those fires are much harder to put out because of thermal runaway and just the way that a battery combusts. Luckily, fire departments are learning how to deal with these, and we're getting these resolved much faster. But the reason why I'm bringing this up is because you might learn how fast the fire department was able to put out this Cybertruck fire. And the reason why is because the battery never caught fire. And it actually has to do with the way the Cybertruck was constructed. You see, the source of the combustion was not the battery pack itself, unlike what some websites would like you to believe. No, there were a bunch of explosives in the bed of the truck, and that is what started the fire. And because of the way the Cybertruck is constructed, stainless steel everywhere, the fire was pretty much mostly contained inside the bed, except for what got into the cabin, because all that's separating the bed and the cabin is just a bunch of glass. Unlucky for the terrorist, he died. The terrorist was the only casualty. So I guess we started off this year with a Darwin Award winner. Congratulations. So yeah, to my surprise, the Cybertruck actually did an awesome job containing the fire. The Trump building was fine. Nobody else got hurt, just the terrorist losing his life. So that was pretty much it. But no, it was not the Cybertruck's battery that combusted. Big media, I hate you so much because you are so bad at reporting the facts. All you're basically after is headlines, though. Thankfully, that's starting to turn around a little, albeit not that much, but it's kind of starting to turn around. But I just wanted to clear up this FUD because it really is annoying to me how big media will take the simplest headline that paints EVs in a negative picture, and they basically don't even have the entire story right at all, and they just leave out so many details that misinform potential buyers. And so yeah, the Cybertruck actually did a lot more to contain the fire than cause it. And I guess that means, yeah, Tesla built one heck of a truck, despite that its tow hitch has the ability to break loose as long as it hits the right undulation. Yeah, that's one thing that I'm still not a fan of, and I wish that Tesla would address this at some point. But I mean, in general, aside from the tow hitch, Tesla really built one hell of a truck. All right, but that's enough Tesla glazing, if that's what you want to call me, a Tesla glazer or whatever. Yes, I know, I'm a big Tesla fanboy, and I am still working to buy a Tesla Model 3. I hate that right now I am in a financial position where I could afford one. It's just there's so many technical difficulties that prevent me from actually buying it. The big one being the fact that I'm still paying off this car. It's frustrating. All right, I'm rambling again. Thank you for watching. Do me a favor and interact with the stuff below. My name is DeWolf, Random Alpha, signing out.